Now, welcome to News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Tanks, as always, where
As never.
where we are going to get right to the news.
Our first story today, Ahsoka plot revealed? Start with the rumor time.
Oh, starting with rumor. So I guess minor spoiler warning
It's
here,
no
even though
spoiler
it's
to anyone who knows. Who
a-
watched
anything
The
about
Mandalorian.
Rebels. I mean,
Yeah, whatever. Alright, so a new production listing seemingly confirms the production date and has a short synopsis for the series. I mean, the synopsis isn't a surprise, so it's really not spoilers
it's not
at
a
all.
spoiler. It's just, I mean, if you,
It's
I
pretty much
try to warn
anyone's
people.
fan theory on what the series will be.
I think it's what we've always known
Yeah.
the series is going to be. Yeah.
She told us the upcoming plot herself when we saw her in The Mandalorian. Track down
Basically,
Thrawn
yeah.
in the hopes of finding Ezra.
Yeah.
That's literally what she wanted.
Yeah, which I think is, like I said, what everybody has always assumed the show is going to be about.
So don't worry, that's not all.
Oh.
The series is also going to try and tell new viewers who Ahsoka is. Most likely through my new favorite plot device.
Back to tanks?
Flashbacks.
Oh. Flashback to she's going
Yeah.
to be wounded and need to go in the back to tank,
Yeah, the
right?
production... Thanks, Yuna. The production is set to begin early next month under the codename Stormcrow.
Ooh.
I know, it sounds...
Stormcrow, maybe that refers to Morai, the convor.
Aw, I like my concept.
Which I would imagine will be a part of this. I'm imagining we will learn more about what is
You
going
imagine
on
a
with
lot.
this. Well, we're going to learn about Ahsoka. One thing we have to learn about her is she basically died at one point, was brought back by some strange immortal being, essentially. That is
Mm-hmm.
a representation of the light side. That is a pretty big chunk of her story. A big
I'm really
important part of
curious
it.
as to how they're going to show us these things. I mean, they're going to be flashbacks, but Rosario Dawson can't really play a younger version of herself. Is this where Ashley Eckstein comes in, possibly doing voiceovers?
I hope so.
Are we going to do some sort of an animated montage to show the memories?
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't think they'll go like. I mean, I know what you're saying, but you're not saying like animated, like we're gonna have Clone Wars animation thrown in there. That would feel really awkward. Though nothing wrong with Clone Wars animation. I mean, we know Hayden Christensen is in this. I mean, that's gotta imply flashback, or it could
Absolutely.
imply Force Ghost Anakin. Which, where were you during the sequels, my friend? We could have used you, but no, I mean, you have to do some level of flashback because a good chunk of the audience
Yeah.
knows a huge,
Nothing
portion of her
about
story,
Ahsoka?
and then a huge portion is going to know nothing about her other than she showed up in that one episode of The Mandalorian.
A lot of people didn't even know her until she showed up in The Mandalorian.
Well, yeah, I had a lot of people because again, I have people who watch Star Wars who will ask me every question in the world. They're like, "Who's the one with the white lightsabers in this Mandalorian episode? Who's this Ahsoka?" And it's like, is she from like Clone Wars? And it's like, yes, Clone Wars, and then they want like every little thing she's ever done. So
Right, because she showed up and was immediately interesting.
yeah,
That's what Ahsoka does.
well,
She
she
shows
does other
up and
things
she's
too.
it's interesting.
No, she shows up and is interesting. Well,
Well, as
she
soon as
showed
she
up
shows
in.
up, everyone gets excited.
I wouldn't say that. I would say her initial appearance was not her showing up and being exciting and interesting in the Clone Wars movie and series. A lot of people, myself included, not a fan of her at first.
I was always a fan. I knew she was destined for greatness.
Oh, you didn't know. Nobody knew what she would become.
You had to know something great was going to happen
No.
because why would Anakin have a Padawan? We know he didn't, so this had to be
Why?
something.
Because she could die in Order 66 and add to the tragedy of his story.
Yeah, so she was destined to affect
die.
him in a great way.
Yes, sure. But execution is always the key. You can have an amazing idea, but if you cannot execute it, it doesn't matter. And eventually, they have executed a...
So there's a really excited cat today.
Sorry about that. Someone really is an Ahsoka fan from the start, so... But anyway, no, I mean...
I think she killed a fly.
The series is exactly what I think we all thought it was going to be. I am excited for flashbacks, seeing Anakin in the Clone Wars era. I'm assuming maybe at some point Force Ghost Anakin. I don't know.
We shall see.
I mean, Sabine was cast, so we know it's going to be,
Well,
we know what this is going to be.
Yeah, we at the end of, Clone Wars,
I'm hoping
Rebels, they walked off together.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is a really an exploration type thing. I mean, where we're going to weird, not like, I don't want to use the word Star Trek per se, but where we're seeing different planets, different cultures, where she's going who knows where in the, wild space or, the unknown reaches.
Live action Purrgil. That's all I have to say.
Probably. But no, let's get some exploration going out there. Where, the Thrawn trilogy, with the chaos, and there's this whole other part of the galaxy
That they won't take into account.
They might, because it is about Thrawn. So if they don't take the new Timothy Zahn books into account, well then, geez, they really don't care about any kind of cohesion in the canon at all.
Hold on. Can they make a new action figure?
For what?
For
I mean, they can, then they will.
Okay,
but,
good. We're set then.
But no, let's go to the chaos. It's called the chaos because it's difficult to explore and navigate. You basically need these things called Skywalkers. Great series. This is all from pretty much the newest Thrawn trilogy. There's now 3 Thrawn trilogies. The original, there he goes. Yeah, I'm going off. Yeah, I've lost the topic. Let's... apologize for the background noise. I don't know what's going on today.
I don't. It's adorable. I'm sorry you guys don't get to see it too.
Now they're gonna want a cat cam. Don't tease them with it. All right, let's move on to the next story before I ramble about Thrawn for an hour.
All right, our last story today.
Sorry, it is the last one. Not much news today.
Star Wars Celebration's first panel will be massive. All right, so it's going to be a combined showcase of all upcoming live-action projects across Disney Plus and feature films. This info comes directly from the Star Wars Celebration Twitter account, so I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's legit.
No, this is just another leak or rumor.
Thursday, May 26th, no time announced yet, we will learn more about Andor, Ahsoka, the next season of Mandalorian, maybe some extra tidbits about Kenobi the day before it's released.
No, the day it is released. That's the Friday. Or no, that's
This is
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh, that is the day before. Wow, we can...
Hey, I don't...
That's right.
Yeah. So maybe some last-minute tidbits about our boy Kenobes. And maybe some film news. I mean, why invite the live-action filmmakers if you're not going to tease? If you're teasing, but you're not going to deliver on that?
Is this implying connection between film and Mandoverse, whatever you want to call it? Because
You could call it the Disney Plus verse.
I call it the Mandoverse. I mean, because they did say before, and I think it was back in the days of Iger still, when he was CEO, he said something that they wanted to eventually get to the point where, where movies and the shows were kind of crossing over. You'd see characters from one popping up in the other. So, could be, I don't want to say a Mandalorian movie, but certainly a movie where he shows up in, or a character that eventually shows up in the movie will be in the Mando. In the Mando?
In the Mano, you said.
In the Mano, yeah. I don't know what that means, but yeah, so certainly that makes sense that they would announce that maybe we're going to try to have some cohesion going forward again. That original idea where everything was going to be connected. And,
well, they have a lot to work on with that timeline book.
Well, they're putting out the book, so maybe they're going to say, see, we've got it all on lockdown now, and we're actually going to keep track of it going forward so we don't have to put out another book in 5 years because we screwed it up again.
They still put out another book.
They'll put out a book every year. They'll update that thing every year. They do that with all their dictionaries. We have 20, Star Wars dictionaries from every year for the last couple decades.
Yeah, I like that they keep new and updated, newer and updated-er.
Yeah, updated-er.
All right,
but no, I mean, cool that potentially we could see some crossovers and more consistent canon. Fingers crossed going forward.
All right. Tickets are actually still available for Thursday.
Weird.
And Friday.
Well, those are the Thursday is like the pre-day, isn't it? Usually.
It's usually I think it's like a half day or something. I don't remember. Or maybe Sunday was the half day or the wind down. I don't remember. But yeah, you can still get tickets for any day of celebration except Saturday. Unless you're a child. For some reason, children's tickets are still on sale, so...
You just get to wander in by yourself. Don't worry about it.
Just dress up as a Jawa, you'll be fine.
Yeah, just send your kids in. Don't worry about it. I'm sure they'll be fine in there.
Send your kids with a body cam.
GoPro strapped to their Darth Vader helmet, yeah. It'll work. You'll get the gist of it.
Bad idea.
You're very bad. Yeah, do not do this. We're not condoning this
it's a joke.
In the least.
Kidding.
All right, well, I think that's all we've got for this time.
Is it?
A lot of rambling, so hopefully, if you made it this far, you enjoyed that usual Thor ramble walker, as some are calling me. But not trying to give myself a nickname. I already have a nickname.
What's that?
Thor Skywalker is not my real name.
I thought it was Thor Couch Sleeper.
After the other day, yeah. But anyway, you know what to do. Leave your comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thank you for watching.